There is nothing more comforting than a warm bowl of chicken stew on a cold winter day. This chicken stew is incredibly delicious, so let me show you how to prepare it. Here are all of the ingredients that you will need, and I'm going to start over here with the vegetables. I am using 3 of the russet style potatoes, minced garlic, a yellow onion, baby cut carrots, celery. For the broth, I'm using this already prepared chicken broth and a can of cream of chicken condensed soup. And for the spices, I'm using ground sage, bay leaves, thyme, oregano, chicken seasoning, and black pepper. And of course, we have our chicken. This is a pre-seasoned chicken breast. And the first thing that I'm going to do is get the chicken prepared by baking it. So to a baking dish, I'm adding foil, spraying with olive oil spray, adding the chicken breast, and then I'm going to top it with an additional piece of foil, and I'm going to bake in my oven for about 45 minutes. While that chicken is in the oven baking, I'm going to get a head start on chopping my vegetables, starting with the baby carrots. I'm just slicing each of these into nice size pieces. You can do this however you choose. Here's what it looks like once I have sliced all of them. Next, I am moving on to the celery. I am going to slice each stalk into nice sized pieces. And here is what it looks like once everything is all sliced. And lastly, I am going to chop this onion. I want the pieces to be pretty big, so I'm just going to chop it in a coarse manner, and that'll be it. Here's what it looks like once I'm all done. Now I'm going to peel these potatoes, and afterwards I will be slicing them into large chunks. Here is the size that I'm going for, and this is what it looks like when I'm all done. Here are all of the ingredients. So now we are going to move along to the fun part, which is putting everything together. I'm going to start by heating some olive oil in a pot, and you want to use a generous amount because you are going to be sautéing your vegetables. Once the olive oil is warm, you want to go ahead and add your onions. Next, you want to add your celery and carrots, and then you are going to sauté these for a few minutes. Next, we are adding in our minced garlic, nice generous amount. Saute for a few minutes. Then we are going to add in our broth. This is the chicken broth in the cream of chicken condensed soup. Give that a nice stir. Next, add in your spices. These are all of the spices that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Allow this broth and vegetable mixture to boil for a few minutes, and after that add in your chicken. I went ahead and just shredded the chicken up once it was done baking. Yum, yum, yum. Now we are going to add in a few bay leaves, and we are going to allow this broth, vegetable, and chicken mixture to simmer. And the last thing that we'll be adding in are our potatoes. You don't want to add these in until the final step because the potatoes don't take very long to cook, and you want the potatoes to have some substance. You don't want them mashed as if you're making mashed potatoes, so that is why it's very important to save this till the end. And you want to just allow these potatoes to boil with the broth, the chicken, and the vegetables until basically they are done. This soup is looking so delicious. Oh my goodness, look at this. So now, y'all, we are going to test the potatoes to make sure that they are done. I am just placing a knife in the center of the potato, and if it falls off like this, then those potatoes are done, which means your stew is also done. So let's go ahead and get this into a bowl so that we can enjoy it, y'all. Here is the finished product. This chicken stew is incredibly delicious. I hope that you all will try to make this at home. This soup does not disappoint, and you will definitely enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.